Hello everyone, welcome back to our weekly video changelog. This week I'm still in Milan, but I'm not in our office. This week we came to a special office because we have a very important release. So we are here in Facebook Milan office and let's see immediately what we are releasing this week. So let's move to a meeting room and let's talk more about this new feature. Okay, here we are in the meeting room of Facebook Milan's office, and let's move on to the announcement of this week. This week we are announcing something extremely big, and it's just 3 letters. DPA, Dynamic Product Ads. Dynamic Product Ads is a new format for Facebook advertising which you will love if you do e-commerce, and we will discover that actually you can also use DPA even if you're not doing e-commerce. But if you're doing e-commerce, DPA let you create campaigns that are always on. So you just create a campaign and you set it up. You can reach any kind of scale because with DPA you just upload to Facebook through AdEspresso your product catalog with thousands of products constantly updated based on your availability in the warehouse, for example, or based on price drop. And you can have a campaign that is constantly promoting all the available products. This is the first great benefit of DPA campaigns. The next one is that they are always on. Since they are based on retargeting, you don't need to change things every time. You just set up DPA to say, I want to target people 3 days after they view the product, but they don't buy it. And that campaign will target all your new traffic that doesn't convert into customer constantly. And there's much more about DPA. And here we have Sylvain from Facebook Italy to tell us more.
Hi everyone. So here at Facebook, we believe people-based marketing is a much stronger proposition rather than cookie-based marketing, which is more traditional to what digital marketing has been doing for a few years now. So let's take a few examples of that, especially applying to DPA. So first thing is DPA and Facebook marketing follows people rather than following devices. And that's a huge difference when we talk about retargeting. The reason for that is, let's take a very simple example. I've been looking for a product for weeks. I've been looking at it on my tablet. I've been looking about this product, getting information on my smartphone while on the move, and I bought this product on desktop just this morning. Now, what happens is that outside of Facebook, and if I'm not using DPA, I'm still going to see the product as an ad. I'm still going to be retargeted with Facebook as we follow people rather than following devices. What we're going to see is that I'm going to stop seeing this ad straight away because it's not relevant to me anymore. Now we come to the second point, which is about being highly relevant. So Facebook marketing is about relevance. Really, so the key to winning at marketing is being relevant to the audience, to the people. So another example here is let's say I'm marketing for a bottle of water. So it's a pretty simple example. You're going to say that one, for example. So I'm going to be the marketer for that one, and I want people to buy my bottle of water. It's a new flavor. It has great new features. So. And now what DPA adds is, rather than traditional retargeting, which is going to be only about a person, so a cookie seeing the product, and I'm not going to know who's that person, with DPA and the power of Facebook, I can add behavior and demographics and all the power of Facebook targeting to that ad. So basically, if it's about a young father seeing that ad about water, I'm going to be able to tell about how good this water is for the kids, for the newborn, for the toddler. So I can find that information on Facebook. If it's about a woman that loves sports, I'm going to be able to target the creativity towards sports. So I'm going to be able to be more convincing, basically, and more relevant to that audience, rather than just saying, here's the product you've just seen 100 times already.
Awesome. So actually you just ruined me because I always tell everyone and convince every one of our customers that all the Italians speak English as poorly as me. So now they know it's not true, but actually Sylvain is French, but we adopted him in Italy here. All right, so DPA is amazing. If you're doing e-commerce, it's going to save you a lot of time, a lot of money, and it's going to help you make campaigns much more relevant. On the other side, DPA is a pretty complex matter. It will require a bit of work for you to set up your campaigns. So check out your email because we are announcing a full 1-hour webinar on DPA where I'm going to walk you through every step that you have to do to implement DPA. Right now, we are just going to do a quick overview of this feature. Okay, before we move on and I show you what's new, the last feature that we are announcing today is another improvement to the data synchronization tool in AdEspresso. And this one is a big improvement because, as you know, already you could sync from lead generation ads, which Sylvain can agree are a big thing right now in Facebook. From lead generation ads, our data sync tool lets you save data into your CRM. Now we started releasing the other way around. We started releasing custom audience synchronization. You can now synchronize all your mailing list, newsletter subscribers, customer database with a custom audience in Facebook and have it synced every day in near real time. So this will make your campaigns much more relevant. We start today with HubSpot integration. Next week, we will release Active Campaigns and MailChimp integration. On top of that, today, we are also announcing GetResponse support for lead generation synchronizations. So how about that? This was pretty rich week after last week denial of service. Hope you are happy about all this news. Thank you, Facebook. Thank you, Sylvain, for hosting us in their offices today. And maybe next week we will shoot from Dublin office. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Let's quickly see how to create the first DPA campaign. As I said, DPA is pretty complex, so don't worry. We are going to organize a webinar very soon where we'll just talk about DPA for an hour and I'll go more in depth on how you can set it up. But right now, just to give you an overview, let's see how to start your first campaign. And one very important thing, right now we are launching DPA in beta. So it may not be available on your account, but don't worry. If you want to try it, just drop us a mail or open a ticket with the help button at the bottom right of the page, and we'll enable it immediately for your advertising account. So it's pretty straightforward. Once you are in new campaign, you just have to scroll down, and if you are in the beta, you'll be able to click Dynamic Product Ads. Let's proceed. And here we have a campaign which I've already set up. The first thing that you will have to select is if you want to select a normal or a carousel ad, you'll be able to select how many ad units you want to use. Now let's switch back to normal. Which page will be promoting these ads? You will have to pick a product catalog. A product catalog is just an XML with all your products that you can upload directly on Facebook, and then you'll have to choose a product set. A product set is just a subset of your catalog. For example, if you are a huge e-commerce, you could create a product set with just products in a specific category or product below $10, for example. Here you can select all the product set that you have already created. You can also split test them. This way, for example, you'll be able to understand if products below $10 will perform better than products above $10, or you could split test different categories. You can also create product set directly here in AdEspresso, and you can see here how powerful this is. You can create multiple rules. You can create group of rules. So you can say if my category is, I don't know, umbrellas, and the price is below $10 and availability is fine, then promote this product. So, okay, product set, URL. Right now, Facebook needs this URL. It's actually not going to be used because we are going to use the URL in your product catalog. So we are always going to send traffic to your product page. And here we can insert ad text, headline, link description, and call to action. One thing that you will notice different from our usual campaigns is this box here, insert placeholder. We are not creating a specific ad here. We are creating a template which will be used by Facebook to promote hundreds, thousands of different products. Here, for example, we are using a test catalog with our blog post. So check here. This is my description. Read now. Product name for just product price. This is a deal you can't refuse. And let's see our ad. This is my description, and then it's empty. The picture is exactly the picture of the ad, of a blog post. This is the title, the name of our product, the article, and here's how placeholders are used. Read now, title of the post, for just our fake price of $0.01. It's a deal you can't refuse. Now, let's go back here and insert a placeholder. So, for example, our product description. Our preview is updated with another random product from our catalog, and you can see this is my description, and then all this data are dynamic. This way you can create templates that will work for all of your products. All right, now let's go and set up the targeting for this campaign. When promoting a DPA campaign, you have three options. The first one is new audience. Basically, this will work as any other campaign. You just set up your country, interest, etc. But the only thing difference is that you are not promoting a specific product. You are going to promote your whole catalog of products as we just saw. And this is amazing because this catalog is always refreshed. And if tomorrow you are going to insert in your catalog 10 more products that fit the product set that we have just created, they are going to be promoted immediately. The next option is retargeting. With retargeting, we are basically going to do retargeting. So we are going to be able to say, hey, show an ad with the most relevant product to anyone who just visited it in the last 3 days but never bought it. And we can do this by creating product audiences. So, for example, we can create our first product audience, and people who have viewed this product in the last 5 hours or 5 days. It depends on how you want to be faster. And we can add another rule, but they didn't view, they didn't add to the cart, they didn't purchase this product in the last 5 days. And we can also add additional rules, we can add additional groups, etc. This is, again, extremely simple. So, for example, we could say they have not purchased it, but we also want to specify that they have not purchased anything where the URL contains a specific keyword. We can both include and exclude these product audiences once we have created them. So you can really fine-tune your targeting and be sure that as soon as someone see a product on your website but don't buy them, you immediately start reaching them with very targeted ads. The last option is cross/upsell. So here the concept is basically the same, but we are not going to tell users, hey, if you saw this product but you didn't buy it, why don't you come back? Here we could target different kind of products. So if I just bought I don't know, a new MacBook Pro, for example, you could target me with product from a different product set, which are MacBook Pro accessories. And you could tell me, hey, we have this amazing leather cover, or we have this amazing mouse, etc. This is great because here you can target people who already bought from you. So they already trust you, they already gave you money, and you can make them buy more product. All these three options, in my opinion, are really amazing because they can help you grow your business with very small effort. It will take a bit of time to set up DPA, but I hope you just understood how powerful this is. Once you have set up your retargeting pixel, once you have created your XML product catalog, you can just create 3, 4, 5 campaigns and forget about them. This campaign will always live. They will always be updated with the latest product, and they will always target relevant users because they are going to use your pixel, because they are going to follow all those rules that we just saw. Now let's check the new feature, which is in our data sync tool. Again, this is available already for everyone and there are no limits right now. So let's go in our data sync tool and let's create a new synchronization. You will see something different. You will see that now here you have two options. You can select Facebook as a source of data to create lead generation ads and sync them with your CRM, but you also have another option. You can select your CRM as the source of data. For example, right now HubSpot is the only one available, but don't worry, we are releasing MailChimp and Active Campaigns in the next few days. And I can move on. Just select a list, whatever. Let's use the list of people joining our webinar. And next, we are going to synchronize this with Facebook. And we can, of course, select the advertising account that we want to use. And we have a couple of options. We have a list of custom audiences. So maybe you have already created the custom audience and you just want to keep it in sync with new subscribes and unsubscribes. Or you can just create a brand new custom audience here directly from the sync tool. And when you are creating a new custom audience, you will also be able to leverage additional data. With this sync, if you create the custom audience directly here, you'll be able not only to pass Facebook the email of your users, but you'll be able also to pass Facebook their name, their last name, their city, their phone number, etc. All this information are part of a new way of creating custom audiences that Facebook recently released. And basically, Facebook is going to use more information on top of the email to do the matching. And this should guarantee you a much higher matching in custom audiences from your database. Just one more next. Let's select this custom audience here. And again, we have to just select what's the field in HubSpot that we have to use for matching custom audiences. One last click, and from now on, AdEspresso with our data sync tool will keep your custom audiences always updated. Just think how awesome this is. You don't have to create CSV file exports anymore. You just set this up, and as soon as someone joins your newsletter, buy your product, download your ebook, they will be immediately in your custom audience, and you'll be able to follow on with new advertising to upsell something more or to convert them from leads into customers. This is going to save you a huge amount of time. Now, let's close this week video changelog, which is probably the longest one so far, with ads that I liked and ads that I didn't like this week. The first ad is from Hootsuite. I really love Hootsuite's ad. I think they are always smart, clever, and they are very good in addressing both the rational and the emotional part of their users. For example, here, they are not trying to sell me features. They are trying to sell me the benefits. They are addressing my pain point. No more logging in and out and 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 in and out of your social networks anymore. They are addressing a problem that I know perfectly. I have my personal Twitter, Facebook account. I have AdEspresso account. I have so many accounts that I very often have to use browser in privacy mode, etc. And this is extremely annoying. And they are telling me, hey, you have this problem, we know it, and we are the solution. We are not selling you a software, we are selling you a benefit. You won't have to do this anymore. Manage your business's social network in one place. Start your free Hootsuite Pro trial today and take control of your social networks, work more. And now we cannot see the rest of the text, but it was actually very good because they were telling me more benefit. They were like, let me see, I think I have the text here. Work more efficiently and drive real business results with social media. This is a great copy. They really understood what their customers want, which is not a software, is the benefit that the software will bring them, how the software will make them feel, how the software will upgrade their status inside their company because they will look like winners, because they are delivering more results, they are helping grow the business faster. So well done, Hootsuite. I probably don't like 100% the picture. It doesn't look like a stock photo, which is good, but still it's not delivering a strong message, and it doesn't have a color schema which really breaks, which really catch my attention. So they could do better with a photo, and I know they are doing, because I saw a very similar ad on my mobile, which I just crashed, so I cannot show you that screenshot, but they were running an even better ad. So thumbs up for Hootsuite, and let's move to the ad that I didn't like. And this time I'm pretty surprised, because the ad that I didn't like is actually from a website that I love, from a community that I'm part of, from a great community of marketers, inbound.org. I really love inbound.org, and usually they have great ads. I don't know what happened here. I think this was some sort of automated experiment, but one, there is no picture. And when you are not leveraging the picture using an image with the right size, this is what's going to happen. And this is not going to catch your user's attention. It's just too small. So that's the first error. Also the copy. They are just promoting a new thread on inbound.org. It's clearly, they just republished the title. They didn't do any copy editing or really fine-tune of the ad. What do you look for in a community manager? What questions do you ask in an interview? Which is fine, but then in the link title and in the link description, they are repeating again the same title. So this is really a poor ad. I'm sure they didn't do it on purpose. I'm pretty sure this was some automated experiment that got promoted. So let's just use it as negative inspiration, but overall, check out inbound.org, because it's just a great website to learn more about marketing. So thumbs down to inbound.org for this week. Thank you everyone for sticking with us for this very long video changelog, and see you next week. Ciao, ciao.